guys, it's Jonathan from Bullet Motorsports. Today I'm going to show you a 1986 Buick Grand National. It has tasteful modifications, nice interior modifications. Be sure to check out our merchandise. We just put up a new site. You're going to look at the link up here. This is one of our old school shirts. It's our Hummer design. We've got My Dream Girl Turbo Tee, which is a Grand National shirt. So take a look at that. You should show the Grand National shirt right now. Let's get back to this car. Overall paint quality on this 86, I'd rate a 7.5 out of 10. It's been recently repainted and ceramic coated. There are minor imperfections, but it is 10 times better than factory paint. 86s have the chrome grille. Your bumperettes have been replaced with fiberglass fillers, which is really nice. And then someone did paint these to go with the overall theme of the car in a satin black. All your lights work, and then when you look down the side of it, it is like a mirror. That ceramic coat really protects it, so you could put rain and dirt on there and you just rinse it off with a hose and it comes right off. You can see my reflection in the paint. It does have aftermarket 3-piece AC forged wheels, and then it does have a Willwood disc brake conversion up front with stainless lines. The wheels and tires are staggered, so the front wheels are going to be probably 8.5 inches and the rears are 9 inches wide, 9.5 inches wide. You can see the lip difference here, comparable to the front. When I open up the door on the passenger side, you're going to see how nice the interior is. It does have aftermarket Grand National mats, but overall, extremely clean and detailed. It does have a Scan Master in there, and then when we get to the driver's side, I want you to look at the steering wheel, which kind of goes with the whole flow of these wheels. Let me close it. All new rubbers throughout, even on the door jambs. Oh, look at that, I didn't even see this. Someone put the billet vent right here. That's awesome. Seatbelt pieces are in place, so you can have your seatbelt here. It does have the aftermarket Grand National decals that go on the seat back. Just nice. I don't see any cracks. A little bitty piece right here, actually. Small stress fracture. Common. All the rubbers look good. And then look at the wheels on this thing. So I want you to look at our gallery on our website, which is listed below. It's going to have a gallery of the underside shots, a full description. You can even finance this thing if you want. So there's 3 options there as well. I'm looking at the exhaust right now. It has 3-inch stainless exhaust. It does have a downpipe, which I'll show you shortly. And it sounds unbelievable. You can actually hear the turbo spool when you rev it in neutral, which we'll do shortly. Rear bumperette is really nice. You got your 3.8 liter SFI turbo badge right here, and then your Grand National badge on this side. I'm going to open up the trunk right now, and then we'll continue on the driver's side. Get the key. And while I'm doing that, look underneath here. So it's got this really cool differential cover, and the exhaust, it's got Bilsteins on all 4 corners, stainless steel brake lines. You see how nice that looks? Inside the trunk, you do have a detail kit. It has a turbo emblem right here. And then someone was nice enough to actually put a protective plastic coating on the original SPI. You have your WE2 option right there. Zoom in right there, G87, so you have you have both wheels will spin when you launch. Really nice. Let's see if it has a spare tire. Yeah, I feel it. All right, going down the driver's side. Driver's side looks just like the passenger side. Super straight, very reflective. Tires, I didn't tell you how much tread's on them, but they look brand new, so they have about 95% tread. I'm not seeing any imperfections except for right here again, small stress fracture. And I would say that 95% of these Grand Nationals are gonna have that. Let's open up the driver's side door. Door cards are very nice, and they replace the original gray pieces here with the Grand National stickers. I like that. Steering wheel has been replaced as well. It's got a nice leather grip, and it does match the wheels. Horn works. Gonna open up the hood. So look at how reflective this hood is where it says 3.8 turbo. It's beautiful. That's dust on there, by the way. I know this camera picks up dust. Engine bay is super detailed. I'll let you wander to this side and I can go over all the components. So it does have a MAF conversion. You do have aftermarket aluminum Buick valve covers and new gaskets. You have a brake conversion, so now it's running off of this plume right here. All of these Grand National pieces are aftermarket stickers. It does have Thunderbolt ignition wires. Serpentine setup is all billet, which I love. Look at how nice that looks. Water pump's been redone. Optima battery. Aftermarket turbo shroud. Oh, look at the radiator. Aluminum radiator with the pipe replaced. So aluminum piping as well. And as you start to focus on all the details here, you're gonna see how nice it is. It's got a cold case, so it has dual fans. It'll never get hot. Air condition is cold, and the hood liner is very nice as well. Let's take a moment and step back and look at the profile, and then we'll go for a test drive. We're actually headed to Blow By Racing to pick up my Ford Lightning. We just had it tuned, and I can't wait to see the results. So they essentially said that it gained 80 torque and 40 horsepower, and it was already like super fast as it was. We'll take it for a ride. We're gonna go on the highway, but look at that thing. If you have any questions, give us a call, 954-363-2261. Let's start it up first and let you hear it. All right. Has an aftermarket radio too, I forgot to say that. And then don't forget to look at our merchandise. You see this? That's our air freshener. That's our My Dream Girl air freshener. Really nice design. If you buy the car, it's included. Let me give it some gas. Hear the turbo? Let me get back there. No smoke. V6 power, baby. Let's get on the highway and go get our Lightning. We're gonna make our journey to Blow By Racing right now, pick up that truck. You can see the mileage right here, 74,841 miles. That's true mileage. When you look at that motor, you can see that it's been regasketed. It's very clean, so the mileage is true, and the motor has been basically freshened up. Interior, extremely clean. Looks like they did replace the dash pad with an aftermarket dash pad. I'm actually gonna pull that out and paint it the proper color before it ships out, and so it looks factory. It's a little bit lighter than what it should be. Headliner is really nice. I'd rate the overall interior, I'd say a 9 out of 10. The seats are very nice. They're not getting brittle, so you can actually push on them. They're not gonna crack. Rear seats look like they've never been sat in. I do see a small little imperfection right here, which I think will clean up. The rear is nice. The air conditioning's blowing cold. You've got power windows, power locks. It does not have concert sound, but the aftermarket radio does sound good. Cigarette lighter. And then there's a couple of documents in here as well. So you've got your owner's manual. Those are all photographed as well in the gallery. Let's put it in drive, take it for a ride. I've never driven a Grand National with wheels like this, so I'd like to see how it rides on the highway. I'm assuming it's gonna be a little bit stiffer because normally you have a lot more tires, so when you're going over bumps, it's not as aggressive. Steering feels good. We're only going 20 though, so when we get on the highway, we'll be able to really feel it out. No scrubbing. So normally, if we have wheels that are way too wide in my parking lot, once we do a turn, you're gonna hear it scrub. There's no scrubbing on these wheels. These were built specifically for the car. I think it costs like $3,800 to do the wheels and tires, maybe more. This will be a basically 60-mile journey because we're going to Boca to pick up the truck, so that's gonna be that's gonna showcase this car. We're gonna see if there's any issues. The transmission starts to get hot, has hard shifting issues. Also, I get a lot of calls on these Grand Nationals in regards to pricing, like, oh, that car should be worth $25,000. Yes, you can find Grand Nationals that are $25,000, but they haven't been gone through. We get these specific Grand Nationals, and I cherry pick them. I have people out there looking for them. Ron out of North Carolina looks for them, and I'm extremely picky. So if you want something that's really nice and it's described exactly as it is, give us a call, 954-363-2261. We're getting on the highway right now, so I figured we'll give it a little bit of gas. I'm gonna get out of overdrive. It's peppy. Also, I want you to take note, we've got a Scan Master here. It's not detonating. That was full boost right there. Felt good. We got to 65 miles an hour. We're not really going to document driving on the highway, maybe a couple of seconds. And then when we get to blow by, we'll show you my truck, we'll show you how much power it made, and we'll take the journey back. If you have any questions about transporting or shipping this Grand National, give us a call, 954-363-2261. We also have the ability to transport other vehicles, so if you want to ship your mom's car from New Jersey to Florida, which is what everybody seems to be doing, you can do that. So go to our transport portion on our website, click on it, and fill out the information. We're cruising at around 70 miles an hour on 95 right now. I'm actually surprised. So it's got big diameter wheels. They're 19s, and it feels like a modern car. Those Bilsteins are like a true life changer for any Grand National. Still has the stock springs on it. Take a look at our gallery to see the underside shots, and you're really going to fall in love with this specific 86 Grand National. I've been driving this Grand National for 15 minutes, and it makes me realize why I love this chassis. It rides super smooth. I mean, we've been going over some harsh bumps or doing construction on 95, and it's just such a crowd pleaser. Everybody that we drove by that is like a car guy, they're giving you thumbs ups. We even had a Broward Sheriff's pass by and give us a thumbs up, which is pretty cool. Just a great car overall. We're just pulling up to Blow By Racing. There's the 2002 Ford Lightning. I'm going to see what they say about it, and we'll take it out. Back to the shop.
I couldn't. You can kind of see. I was waiting for it to drop it, and it dropped a little bit. I'm like, okay, it'll drop more, and it just kind of. I'm like, all right, well, we're gonna lift in here and start from scratch. Yeah. So you can kind of see the jump, but even when you first nail it, you know, the torque number alone is 514 versus 362.
Yeah.
It's night and day.
That's nuts. It's gonna be a rocket ship.
So it really didn't pick up much torque at peak numbers, but at the stab standstill at 2,500 and 3,000 was huge.
Yeah, that's almost 120 horsepower.
Yeah, like 2,600. I mean, that's where you're at off a traffic line. And like, I did throw a little more fuel. I just didn't beat the crap out of it. It was 11.7. It never really got the danger zone. I mean, usually these things that ship
so it's night. This is going to be a scary truck to drive now.
It was
fast already.
This is to the point where I think it's the perfect horsepower for a fun truck at that weight.
Yeah.
With the single cabin, short wheelbase deal. That's a fun truck.
I think it's an 11-second truck probably.
Should be all day.
Yeah. All right, I'm back inside the Lightning. No more check engine lights and about 200 more foot-pounds of torque. God, look at how nice that thing looks. Oh my God, it's so much faster. All right, so we're getting to Ravenswood Road right here. This is basically our road in front of our warehouse. I'm gonna just do a little roll in. Are you ready? Oh my God. Awesome. All right, so we're gonna launch it right now. We're gonna put the brake down a little bit. We're gonna build boost. See the boost building, ready? Get some outside shots. Hope you guys like that test drive driving around to go get the Ford Lightning.